Oh, you think you a big shot?
What's the first thing you look for when you see a man?
His smile, his teeth.
So you saying his outfit could be shot,
Nah, I ain't say
you know?
all that. I ain't say all that.
What are you attracted to when you see a man?
Same thing in his scent.
His smile and
Right,
his
his
scent.
scent, how you
Oh,
smell.
like the
His scent, how
cologne
you
he wear.
smell.
Right.
So he's saying
A
a
lot of
nigga.
niggas be out here smelling like nothing. Just straight weed.
You
Like,
smelling like yesterday.
that ass.
Okay. So what's your favorite cologne?
There's a couple of them. We got Dior Savage. You know everybody be having
Savage,
that.
yeah.
Creed.
Creed.
But I'll name some more later.
How much does a man's social media influence your attraction to him?
I don't really like niggas that be that deep into social media.
So-
I mean, I don't really discriminate, but I don't think I've ever messed with somebody who's deep in social media. That is kind of a turn on.
What about social media can turn you on or off from a guy?
When a guy just look mad thirsty online, just thirsty comment, like, you know,
Females,
thirsty
pictures
comments,
and
yeah.
stuff like
It
that.
ain't about just double tapping, like if you like, that's the whole point of social media, you
Right.
double tapping, but if you looking extra thirsty, like, online, then that's a turn off, like, alright, like a double tap, but
I got that. But what about a man's social media that could make you like him more?
if you use social media for business,
Same thing she said, being on it. That's it, really. Weird, just weird stuff. We're not gonna get into full detail.
Okay.
It makes me think about
What on social media can make you like a guy?
being self-content, and you see they're a business person.
Business, he
having
not-
content, being funny himself and stuff. You know.
How long should good sex last?
shit. It can last all day if it's really great, you feel me? Like
Give me a-
listen, man, if it's that good, you ain't never had sex all day?
What about you?
I don't even.
You don't know?
I don't know what to say because it be different moods. So yeah, and sometimes the
I don't
nigga
know.
take a minute to nut, and that could be enjoyable too.
Yes.
I don't know.
So how much experience should a man come with when dating? Like how much experience you want him to have?
Know what he doing. Just need him to know what the fuck he doing. Like, you know, it can't turn weird.
Right.
He just need to know what he doing, or at least pretend, know how to act very well.
How can he pretend?
I've been with somebody who's not experienced, but he knew what he was doing. Like,
Okay.
or he let me lead him, cause you know.
Do the right thing. They should know what they doing. Do the right
Know what
thing.
he doing.
That's it. Do
You
the
ain't
right
got time to teach nobody nothing, right?
You got time to
thing.
what?
Figure out the body and everything yourself. So do the right thing.
The size matter?
Angela.
They do? Length or girl?
You gotta have both length and girth.
What's a good size for you?
Like 7 inches thick. I work, it depends. You know, I
Depends,
can
huh?
work with it, but
I'm about to say,
you gotta know how to use your gun, you know?
sometimes you may never know. It may not be the size of the boat. It just could be the motion of the ocean.
Lord Jesus.
Yo, cause no, on some real shit, that really do. It do mean a thing for real.
I've had some
about
little
to say,
things that
I know
know
people
they
that
know
have
how to
views.
use it,
Right.
but you know,
I know.
at the end of the day, if your shit too little, you can't be talking too loud to me, you feel me?
Why do so many women put so much emphasis on size?
She said that. I ain't say that. She said the motion in the ocean.
Oh, you ain't say that.
She said that. Yeah, I'm just saying, you gotta know how to use your shit.
Right.
I mean, we put emphasis, like I said, what I just said, the key word. It's alright. I'll fuck with you if you got a little dick as long as you know how to use it. You just can't be talking too loud to me. Like, your dick not loud, not big enough for you to be yelling at me like that. Like, you know, you're gonna have to keep it at a 4.
So you're saying dick size determine how much shit a man can get away with you? If he got a good size, he could talk a little loud to you.
Yeah, a little, just a little. Why you big Willie? I hear you. Go ahead. You got a big ego. I let you talk that shit.
Yo,
Does body count matter?
Listen, what you do before me is not my business. It's not that I don't care. It's just like I'm not stressing myself out about that. You feel me? Like what you did before me is what you did before me.
What do you think is too many bodies for a man?
That's crazy. What's too many bodies?
Yeah, if you had a number. to
Like
put
I
on
said,
it.
I don't think about shit like that. See, because it's like, yo,
So you don't think if a man had 200 bodies and he's like 30 years old, you don't think
I just figure all men are whores, so 200 bodies, like, how many bodies you got?
we ain't gonna talk about that now.
200 bodies, you better be pleasing me.
What's the easiest way for a man to turn you off?
The easiest way to turn me off?
Yeah.
Asking me for money. And I don't give a fuck if it's $1 or 100. The minute you ask me for any kind of money, I'm turned off immediately.
When you say asking for money, do you mean like too early in dating or any time while you're
Period. Especially too early.
How much money does a man have to make to
Just
please
need to
you?
learn how. He just need to know how to hustle. I don't care how much you make. Just as long as you make something. As long as he out here working, yeah.
When it comes to attraction, what's the first thing that attracts you to a man?
Honestly, confidence. That's number one. Like, because I feel like if you're too scared or something, it doesn't matter. Well, yes, it matters what you look like, but that's the first thing. Confidence, not arrogant.
What's the second thing?
Well, obviously, physical features like tall, stuff like that. But
What's a non-sexual turn on?
like taking control, but not like too much. Like, not like I don't really know you like that, you know? But like, lead by example too. Like, you can't just be someone who wants to control the situation, but you're not a man of your words.
What's the fastest way for a man to turn you off?
Anything that has to do with any 50-50, any what you call it? That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that. I would say if he's disrespectful to like any type of service workers,
Right.
disrespect in general, if you can't have an adult conversation about how you feel without getting upset, angry, those are turn off.
What kind of man are you attracted to? Light skin or dark?
I don't really have a particular preference.
Is there a reason why you don't have a preference?
Because, I mean, everybody's different. People look different, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, you're light skinned, I like you, or no.
Right,
It's
beauty
kinda
comes.
stupid.
How much does social media influence your attraction to a man?
I don't really care, but it's like, there's something that makes me cringe about someone who's overly into social media. Like, I feel like, yeah, social media is cool and everything, but you can't be too devoted to it, because I'm not even.
Woke man that look good or rich man that's ugly?
Well, I say rich man that looks ugly because I'm like, and this is why I say this, because number one, we have values, and a broke man will still try to break your heart. So it's like, if I'm gonna put myself in a position to open myself up, you know, vulnerability wise and everything,
Right.
I have to know that you can take care of me.
Oh, you think you a big shot.